We just started our Avidyne meet and greet, and you know, there's nothing better when you find people who think like you and who know you and all this. Firemen, public safety, and aviation, it's a thing that is far more prevalent than what I imagined. And I found somebody, this guy right here, and he looks like a fireman, right? He just looks the part. Tell me your name, where you're from.
Hey, I'm Mike Thury. I'm from Long Island, New York, and I was a firefighter, volunteer firefighter. Grew up in the culture of FDNY. I'm in a great department, or I was in a great department. I've now gone on retired mode. That is FDNY based, and we do it all, man. EMS, fire, and we're everywhere and all the time. And I'm going to give a shout out to my boys on Lake Avenue, number one fire department on the island, DPF Day, 140, baby.
You always got to represent wherever you are. You got some station pride. You got company pride.
Ladder 4.
Yeah. So how'd you get in the fire service? Tell us a quick story there.
I grew up in the fire service. I was telling my man, fire pilot here. My dad was a chief, FDNY, ran up the ranks. FDNY, was a lieutenant, was a captain. I grew up in the service. I grew up living the lifestyle of, you know, not seeing dad for 24 hours. Doing stuff at home, not realizing mom was going to call dad, especially in the high school years, and getting your ass kicked when you came in because, hey, I thought I got away with that.
Yeah, right.
Grew up in the lifestyle. Missed an opportunity test because of life. Yeah. And then came back and tested and made it to an end. And there was a regime change in New York and didn't become
for FDNY, right?
For FDNY, yes. And so I ended up doing this. I was an electrician at the time. I went to a railroad. I just retired as a locomotive engineer, and I've been a pilot the whole time. And it's family that did both for me. I had 2 uncles and a dad who were FDNY, and I had another uncle who worked for Grumman Aerospace. And he was the airplane guy. Mind if I?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, like this, F-14, baby, the LEM, Grumman, where it all began. Right?
So,
well, Kill Devil Hill, but you understand.
Right, I got you. So my question is this. I get a lot of people who just, maybe I try to convey this to a lot of people, I should say that. It's like there's so many similarities between what the mentality that you have to be as a firefighter and the mentality that you have to be as an aviator.
You got to be on.
Yeah.
You got to be on. You get on that truck, you got to be cocked, locked, ready to rock. All right, I used it.
I like it. No, I like it. That's fair.
Same thing with aviation, man, and especially we go to a fire. You go to a fire, you pull up, you're thinking 2 miles ahead. Who's dropping a line? Who's cutting in on the hydrant? How are we going to lay the stretch? How much are we going to stretch? Who's venting? We got a truck behind us. All of those things.
And in aviation, you're doing the same thing.
I'm thinking 5 miles ahead. What's my next fix? What's my next VOR? I'm going to fly an approach. Where's my final approach fix? Things like that. Emergencies. We're always thinking ahead to the next thing into our emergencies. Right, dude?
That's it. The mentality, we're all ADHD. Right, and when the bell rings or the engines start to roar, all of that goes away because we have to focus on what's in front of us right now. Right. Because if not, it'll kill us.
Totally.
You have to be ready.
On the ball.
And I think that's why the mentality, the mental paths that you have are so similar in both capacities, both disciplines.
I agree 100%. It's funny you say that. I was a firefighter in years when I wasn't a pilot because of putting 2 kids through college and going rusty for about 20 years, and then did both at the same time, and it drew a parallel into my personality.
I like it. There's a lot more of us, public safety in aviation.
Oh, damn straight. Yeah. We're hiding under rocks all over America. And one day when the firemen are needed in their airplanes, they're all going to show up. And it's either not going to be pretty or it's going to be really
perfect.
It's going to be perfect, but it may not be pretty. And then we're all going to party afterwards.
We'll get stuff done. We'll get stuff done.
Stuff's getting done. But
it may not be textbook. We'll get it done.
But we're going to party afterwards.
Hey, what a great story,
man.
Dude.
I
Thanks for stopping in and saying hello.
How about a selfie when we're done with this?
Let's do it. All right. Hey, it's a fire pilot. You know, a fireman and a pilot, not at the same time.
No, please God, no. That's my biggest nightmare.
Yeah, that'd be really bad. Cool, man. Thanks for hanging out with me.
I appreciate it.